the biggest conspiracy theories. From a faked moon landing to wild ideas about JFK's assassination, conspiracy theories and believers abound. Conspiracy. Just saying the word in conversation can make people politely edge away, looking for someone who won't corner them with wild theories about how Elvis, John F. Kennedy and Bigfoot are cryogenically frozen in an underground bunker. Yet conspiracies do exist. In the corporate world, major companies we buy products from every day have been found guilty of conspiring to fix prices and reduce competition. Just about any planned criminal act committed by more than one person could be considered a conspiracy, from simple murder for hire to the Watergate break-in. Many conspiracy theorists go much further, though, and they see a hidden hand behind the world's major events. Conspiracy theories are often very difficult to dislodge. Some may contain grains of truth or feed an emotional need for believers. And hardcore believers are adept at rationalizing away evidence that contradicts their beliefs. Eyewitnesses who dispute their conclusions are mistaken, or part of the conspiracy. The evidence is overwhelming that the terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001, were indeed the result of a conspiracy of Osama bin Laden and a crew of mostly Saudi hijackers. This is too simple for some, though. Conspiracy theorists have a variety of much more complex explanations for what happened at the World Trade Center and Pentagon that day, often involving insider knowledge by President George Bush, Vice President Dick Cheney and top Bush advisors. Often these conspiracy theories rely on anti-Semitic tropes, such as the attacks being orchestrated by Israel. Many claim that because jet fuel can't melt steel beams, the Twin Towers must have been brought down by controlled demolition from bombs planted before the planes hit. A 2006 Nova documentary debunked these claims. It is, in fact, quite possible for the columns holding up skyscrapers to fail catastrophically when exposed to fires burning on multiple floors. If a hijacked airplane did not crash into the Pentagon, as is often claimed, then where is Flight 77 and its passengers? In many conspiracy theories, bureaucratic incompetence is often mistaken for conspiracy. Our government is so efficient, knowledgeable and capable, so the reasoning goes, that it could not possibly have botched the job so badly in detecting the plot ahead of time or responding to the attacks. Within hours of Princess Diana's death on August 31, 1997, in a Paris highway tunnel, conspiracy theories swirled. As was the case with the death of John F. Kennedy, the idea that such a beloved and high-profile figure could be killed so suddenly was a shock. This was especially true of Princess Diana. Royalty die of old age, political intrigue or eating too much rich food. They don't get killed by a common drunk driver. Unlike many conspiracy theories, though, this one had a billionaire promoting it, Mohammed Al Fayed, the father of Dadi Al Fayed, who was killed along with Diana. Al Fayed claims that the accident was in fact an assassination by British intelligence agencies, at the request of the royal family. Al Fayed's claims were examined and dismissed as baseless by a 2006 inquiry. The following year, at Diana's inquest, the coroner stated that the conspiracy theory advanced by Mohammed Al Fayed has been minutely examined and shown to be without any substance. On April 7, 2008, the coroner's jury concluded that Diana and Al Fayed were unlawfully killed due to negligence by their drunken chauffeur and pursuing paparazzi. Ever been watching a movie and suddenly get the munchies? If so, you may be the victim of a subliminal advertising conspiracy. Proponents of this conspiracy theory include Wilson Bryan Key, author of Subliminal Seduction, and Vance Packard, author of The Hidden Persuaders, both of whom claim that subliminal, subconscious, messages in advertising were rampant and damaging. Though the books caused a public outcry and led to FCC hearings, much of both books have since been discredited, and several key studies of the effects of subliminal advertising were revealed to have been faked. In the 1980s, concern over subliminal messages spread to bands such as Styx and Judas Priest, with the latter band even being sued in 1990 for allegedly causing a teen's suicide with subliminal messages. The case was dismissed. Subliminal mental processing does exist, and can be tested. But just because a person perceives something, a message or advertisement, for example, subconsciously means very little by itself. There is no inherent benefit of subliminal advertising over regular advertising, any more than there would be in seeing a flash of a commercial instead of the full 20 seconds. Getting a person to see something for a split second is easy, filmmakers do it all the time, watch the last few frames in Hitchcock's classic Psycho. Getting a person to buy or do something based on that split second is another matter entirely. NASA landed astronauts on the moon in 1969. By the 1970s, a bizarre conspiracy emerged that the moon landing never happened. The conspiracy was described in a 1976 self-published book, We Never Went to the Moon, America's $30 Billion Swindle, and a 1978 movie, Capricorn 1. Did we land on the moon? That gave airtime to the claims that the whole Apollo moon landing program was faked.